Oh, it's going to be a good one today. What is going on, everybody? Whoo! Hold on, give me 1 second. Here's another installment for Trolling with Boyz4Life. I want to give a shout out. Thank you on the BGN Network, BGN Sports Media Network. I'm happy to be here doing this show, as I always do. I got to get a green screen. I got to get something, I'm tired of having, not really tired of having this as my background because this is, it's my kitchen. So what's up, Alexander? How's it going? What's up, man? How's it going? Man, it's going to be a good one today. We got some bullshit to talk about. I'll tell you that right now. But first, we're going to get on with what's going on with the Dallas Cowboys. And I've been talking a lot of shit about this fan base. No, hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second, guys. Let's turn this light on right here. Need that better lighting. I've been talking a lot of shit about this fan base. And that's for a good reason, because this fan base doesn't know what the fuck it's talking about half the time, or all the time almost. They're trying to sell you this dream of being optimistic of what they want or what they're hoping the Cowboys are doing, downplaying what the front office is doing. Can you talk about the passing Dwayne? I would like to hear your opinion. Okay, we're going to get to that. That's why I'm saying this is going to be a good show. So, Victor, please stay tuned. I mean, Jimenez is your last name, so I'm assuming you're Hispanic like me. I'm just assuming, or of Latin descent. So, Dwayne Haskins is black, but still, my opinion, I'm going to get to that because, wow, the things that went down today from what I was in my own network chat that was going on. People saying, certain people were being racist because of the comments they were putting out. And it's just, it's wow. I never saw a racist comment ever, anything that was being posted. Even the podcasts that I heard about Dwayne Haskins today, by Gil someone, I forget what his last name is. Never heard of the guy until today, right? So never heard of him until today. Listen to what he had to say, and I never heard anything racist. All I know is Dwayne Haskins, right, was on the highway and got hit by a dump truck. You are a dumbass. Mark Holmes compared him to a Washington QB curse. I don't know what Mark Holmes said, and I don't care what Mark Holmes said. Victor, I know I'm not trying to be an ass, but I don't give a shit about Mark Holmes. He's a Virginia wannabe Cowboy fan that makes his money off of the Cowboys, or tries to anyway. And he's a tryhard for me. But anyway. If you are on foot, on the highway, not on, even if you're on the shoulder, which I've seen a lot here where I live, like guys walking to get gas, whatever the case may be, they were on foot on the highway. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. Now, I've always thought about how guys are on one side of the shoulder, but the exit's on the other side. And they're coming back with a can of gas. And I'm just like, well, I'm an idiot because if they just keep walking on one shoulder, they'll get to an exit on the other side of the highway, on the other side of the median, whether medians are crossing like this. You just got to cop over that median and keep going, find your way to a gas station. Dwayne Haskins, from my understanding of what I just can see, right, on pictures and what happened, looks like he may have been trying to get to the outside where there's an exit. I don't know what happened to his car. Don't know why he was outside of his car, but he was. And the guy's a jackass. He's a dummy for doing what. You may sit there and say that it's heartless, that it's insensitive to him, but I don't give a shit. To be honest with you, I don't give a fuck about Dwayne Haskins. Don't give a shit that he died. I mean, knock on wood that nothing bad happens here. But what I'm saying is you got to understand where I'm coming from. I don't know Dwayne Haskins. He doesn't know me. If I died today because of what happened, if it was on the news, no one would give two fucks. He wouldn't. Right? Why would I give two fucks if he dies or anyone else dies that I don't know? You understand? Is it sad? Does it suck? Obviously, because someone died, and it's always tragic. But to sit there and all these people on Twitter that are just like, Dwayne Haskins, he's a good, this, that. What did he accomplish? What? He was a trash-ass NFL quarterback. Was it awesome that he made it to the NFL? Obviously, because it's hard to do, right? It's hard. So anyone that makes it to the NFL, congratulates, kudos, but it's what you do when you get there. And what did he do? Nothing. Nothing. Come on, man. He was a young QB trying to turn his career around. You sound cold-hearted. I'm going to tell you the truth. Cool, he was trying to turn his career around. Cool, great, awesome. Do I give a fuck? No. Do I sound cold-hearted? Obviously, I do. Obviously, I do sound cold-hearted because I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Dwayne Haskins was nothing to me. And he'll never be nothing to me. And what I mean by nothing is he had no significant role in my life. I didn't know him. He doesn't know me. He's not helping me pay my bills. I'm not helping him pay his bills, obviously. So please tell me where I should give two fucks about some random dude, right, in my life. Just because he plays in the NFL and I know of him, he's still a random guy to me. I don't know the dude. Like I said, it sucks that someone died, but you are a fucking idiot if you are in the middle of a fucking highway and you get hit by a dump truck. He cared about the game, just young and had a lot to learn. All right, cool. That's great that he cared about the game, that he loved to play. I get it. He was young and he had a lot to learn. I understand. But at the same time, what does that have to do with me caring that he died? That something happened to him. Is it cold-hearted? Maybe. But I don't know the guy. He means nothing to me. So why should I turn around and say, oh, it's such a sad tragedy to see someone at a young age die. Young people die every fucking day. Mexicans are being killed out in the street every day. Blacks are being killed out in the street every day. White people, shit happens. Shit happens. But do you see us mourning these other people? No. Why not? Because you don't know them. This dude was an NFL player. And that's all if he was not an NFL player and this happened, do you think he'd get the coverage? No. Was Gil Bryant wrong? Wrong about what? I heard what Duke, I heard what he said. I listened to what he said. I don't know what he'd be wrong about. I don't know what anything that he was talking about prior to I don't know if he was jogging in the street. I don't know how he knows that. But if you're out on foot on the middle of the highway, you're doing some silly shit. That is some nonsense. Why are you on foot in the middle of like I said, even if you're on the shoulder trying to leave the highway to go get gas and you're on the shoulder, that's still retarded. I mean, maybe he didn't have a cell phone with him because he was going to go train, right? Maybe he did run out of gas, but that's his dumbass fault for not filling up the night before. Who knows what he was doing? But to be standing on the side of the fucking or in the middle of the road on the highway and get hit by a dump truck, it's fucking retarded. What if his car broke down and needed gas or help? There's a reason he was walking. I understand if his car broke down. This is a millionaire, right? I'm sure roadside assistance doesn't cost that much. If he needed gas, the dumbass should have got gas the night before or before he left, right? He needed gas or help. Help for what? What would he need help for? And like I said, where he was at, if you see the picture, there's an exit crossing the highway. But if you are walking, right, on one side of the shoulder and you keep going, traffic's going this way. You're going to probably have an on-ramp somewhere. Depending on where your on-ramps are, where your streets line up. You could have an on-ramp somewhere that you could just cross over and keep going. I'm a bit racist. I don't understand what how his comment was racist. I did hear it. He basically had said he stayed in school instead of leaving early, then I would still be alive. Excuse me. That is just perceptive. If he had stayed in school a year, would he have even been drafted by Washington? Who knows? He'd be out of his rookie contract and onto his second team if he didn't pan out with the team that drafted him. Maybe he wouldn't be in Florida. Maybe he wouldn't be in Pittsburgh and then go on to Pittsburgh to go. Who knows? Who knows? To me, that is just a dumb comment to say. Well, if you stayed in school a year longer, you'd still be alive. Because who's to say he still doesn't get hit? You know? Your time is your time. You get what I'm saying? So, to me, that's just a dumb comment to say. Is it a racist comment to say? No, it's just a fucking stupid comment. Which you know what? I want to bring up a comment here in a second. And I was gonna talk about all this stuff in the last half of my show. But let's see here. Because I know Adam Scheffner, right, is getting a lot of heat for what was said for in his tweet. And Duke, if you're still in here, anyone in the chat box, can you explain to me anywhere here that's racist? Can you show me anywhere here where that this man made a wrong comment? Can you? Dwayne Haskins, a standout at Ohio State, true, his freshman year, because he plays with an NFL elite offense before struggling to catch on with Washington and Pittsburgh in the NFL. He did struggle. Is there a lie yet anywhere here? I don't think so. Died this morning when he got hit by a car in South Florida. Per his agent, Cedric Saunders, Haskins would have turned 25 years old on May 3rd. Explain to me, people that are here, the two people that are here, explain to me where in the blue hell is there a racist comment? Where? Because I'm still trying to figure it out. Everything that was said was true. I should share my screen and show the whole Twitter thing here. If I could, I wish I could. Can I? No. I'm going to make the messages my. Here we go. Boom. I could do that. Just the whole thread of everything. I wish you have some dude that I feel bad. It cracks me up. a white boy telling me, you see how brown my skin is, saying what these white old men are saying is racist. The guy's a fucking idiot. I mean, I'm not going to go into it. But then you have another guy who's a part of this organization here that I'm not saying he came to my defense because he didn't. He was just kind of agreeing with me without agreeing with me. And people lost their ever-living minds because it is a black dude, right? And I don't say that to be racist. I say that because that's what he is. Kind of backing what I'm saying about how was this racist or whatever. And everyone flipped their ever-living minds. And it cracked me up. I loved it. So I just kept going on because that's what I do. I talk my shit, right? I run my mouth. I talk my shit. I like to get people upset, which is why people like to leave my streams because they get upset. They don't like what I have to say and they leave. But as shit comes out day by day with what's going on and it's going to prove that I was right. It was going to be, it's always proven that I'm always right, people. You want to know why I'm always right? Because I look at shit based off of facts and what actually happened. I don't do my takes off of feelings. When I have my shows and whatnot, these aren't based off of feelings. These are based off of what I see and what could happen and what's going to happen. That's why I always argue that I'm correct, because I don't base my shit off how I feel. Because to be honest with you, let's just face it. I'm a cold-hearted motherfucker, and I don't give a fuck. You know? I really, really don't. But, you know what? It is what it is. Rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins. He did pass suddenly. It is weird to see 1997. That is 2 years after my brother was born. I was born in 88. But 2 years after my brother, so it's weird to see. Fly, Eagles, fly, young. Yeah, sure. If you want to say that. I mean, your team's going nowhere fast. I mean, didn't you sign some sorry ass wide receiver that hasn't played since 2016? Right? Out of Oregon? Some dude that looks like my mailman? What is going on, Cowboys Corner? This is my co-host for the Boys Corner. Cowboys Corner, my X's and O's dude, the man with the plan. Go sub this dude up like he needs me to have him get him subs. This guy does it all on his own. This guy's a genius. I love his takes on football. It's awesome. Have fun watching my Birds win the division. It's our time. It's been your time for like 4 years already. Ever since you won that fluke Super Bowl, it's been your time and you've done shit. What's the dude's name that you just signed? Hassan Reddick, right? Hassan, he's not going to do nothing for you at the linebacker position. You don't blitz enough. You don't do anything to him be productive with his strengths. You don't. You signed a guy that has not played football since 2016 and looks like he can be in a State Farm commercial. And you signed him to a 3-year deal? Give me a break. Thank you, Cowboys Corner. What's up, Prime Sports? How's it going? But let's get back to this shit. Look. Everyone on the Eagles fan base wants to sell that Howie did such a great job of getting more value or getting more or fleecing the Saints. You now have 2 picks. 2 picks, right? You had 3. You got 2. And I wouldn't be surprised if one of these quarterbacks goes in the top 6, top 7 at the latest. If they go in the top 7, bet your bottom dollar the Eagles will trade the 15th and that 2023 pick to move up in this year's draft to snag them a quarterback before Washington. If there's a quarterback taken before Washington, the Eagles will jump ahead and take that quarterback. Take the next best quarterback. Why? Because there's no guarantee that next year the Saints, then that's even talking about how if your team's going to do good. Because if your team does good, you're drafting, that Eagles draft pick is anywhere from 15, if y'all do second place like you did this year, it's anywhere from 15 to 19, right? 18, 19, right? 12 to 19. That's what you're looking at. And then you're banking on the Saints doing bad and being a top 5 pick. But what happens if the Saints do mediocre and they're a 12 to 19 draft team? Right? And y'all are already calling for these quarterbacks that are coming in next year's draft. So watch what happens. And you already know, I mean, maybe not you personally, but the Eagle fan base, the Eagles already know that Jalen Hurts is not the guy. He's not. So, when you look at it, if a quarterback's going to be taken early in this year's draft, no matter how bad they are, right, the Eagles are going to jump the Washington Redskins, and fuck it, I call them the Redskins, and take a quarterback. Because we know Washington is in dire need of a quarterback. Five videos? Really? I think I saw one, maybe two, but five videos? That's crazy. We're going defense, plus it looks like we're going to get the Honey Badger. You're getting the Honey Badger? When? Has he signed anywhere? Has he said he was going to go play in Philly? Has he said he's going to go play in Philly? This is why y'all make me laugh. Even Cowboy fans that do this shit make me laugh. Cowboy fans that set themselves up for failure talking about how Von Miller wants to be a Cowboy. What's his name? Von Miller, and then Bobby Wagner says he wants to be a Cowboy. Oh, we're getting these guys. They're coming here. And then Jerry and Steven say, nah, we're good. And then everyone flips shit. Everyone. I don't get it. I don't get you. I don't get why your fan base is like that. Honey Badger never said because y'all were interested in him. It's a smoke screen. If anything, I wouldn't put it past the Eagles to draft 2 wide receivers in this year's draft in the first round. Not past 20, right? So that means 15 and 19. And if y'all do that, I would be so happy. I would be so happy. Because look, let's face it. If you take a wide receiver, right, in 2 picks, that means the Cowboys definitely aren't going wide receiver. And I don't want us to go wide receiver. I don't even want us touching anything on the offensive side of the ball. And that's a lie. That is a bold-faced lie. Skill positions, right? I don't need a running back, I don't need a wide receiver, I don't need none of that shit. Quarterback, nothing. If my first round picks are either going to be on either side of the ball on the line, offensive line at guard, and if my guard ain't there that I want, I'm going Devontae Wyatt on that opposite side. Even there's a kid from Oklahoma, that even though he might be a second round draft pick and might be a reach at 24, I don't know, because he does look like a sleeper pick, like someone you can say we reached for at 24 when we took him, but when you look at his career and the career he would have, that would be a steal of a lifetime. I forget what his name is, from Oklahoma. He would be in a better situation with us than the Saints. They're trash. Who would be in a better situation? He would be in a better situation with, you mean the Honey Badger, right? That's who you're talking about. You want to know the reason why they did what they did? Because I guarantee you the Saints are thinking that they are just a couple of players away from doing something. Because let's face it, let's use the NFC East logic, right? All we have to do is win our division and we get in the playoffs. Tom Brady has lost every game since putting on a Buccaneers uniform to the New Orleans Saints. You know that, right? You know that, right? And with them losing a piece here and there, the Bucs, the Saints bring Winston back, Jameis Winston, and draft a couple of players with those 2 picks they got. And guess what? They're in contention to win that division. But no, you're going to sit there and talk shit about the Saints when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about to begin with. Y'all need a lot of help. Y'all lost Jimmy G. He sucks. Who are you talking to? Y'all need a lot of help. Y'all lost Jimmy G. He sucks. Oh, we lost 2 Jimmy G. I'm sorry. I'm missing the 2. That's my bad. I was trying to figure. I kept reading this over and over, and I kept skipping over the 2. I thought you were like trying to say that we lost Jimmy. I was like, wait, what? I'm wearing Dallas Cowboys gear. But anyway. Okay, we lost to Jimmy. And who did you lose to? Tampa Bay, right? The name of the game is to win your division, right? When you're playing against divisional, to get to the dance, to actually ultimately win the Super Bowl, right? That's the name of the game, to get in the playoffs, to have a chance to win the Super Bowl. So what difference does it make if we lose to Jimmy G in the playoffs and we're in the playoffs and y'all aren't? I mean, there's 31 teams every year who don't do what they set out to do. And it seems like it's the Dallas Cowboys that are the only team that gets made fun of. Because let's face it. Dallas Cowboy fans will sit here and say this is our year almost every year, right? As dumb and as obnoxious as that is, the whole goal is to win a fucking Super Bowl. To be a fan is to be, my team is going to do badass this year. Even though deep down they're probably not. But at the same time, as a fan, you're supposed to be doing that kind of shit. But yet, Dallas Cowboy fans are the only ones that get made fun of for that crap. Mark Holmes, he is kind of disrespectful towards Dwayne Haskins. I don't know what Mark Holmes said. And again, I don't care. It's whatever. Mark Holmes is trying to profit off of Dwayne Haskins' death. That's tragic. That's horrible. But like we all know, when is Mark Holmes not trying to make money off of something? But it is what it is. It's whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like I told y'all before, I don't care about these. Look, I'm gonna tell you this, people. When a famous person dies, I keep it moving. I don't think I've ever posted anything that has said, "Oh, it's such a sad day. Such and such person died." And that. Why? Because I don't know them, and I don't give a fuck. Right? People die, like I said earlier, every day. If this was a normal 24-year-old, if this was my brother walking on the side of the highway and got struck, would you know about it? Would you care? Would you send your condolences to me? No, no one fucking would. You want to know why? Because no one knows who he is and no one gives a fuck. The only reason why we don't know who Dwayne Haskins is because he played for the Redskins and then played for the fucking the Steelers. And the players saying what they're saying about Haskins, kudos to them. That's awesome to them because they're standing up for someone they knew personally, right? So I can understand these guys feeling some type of way about certain things. But these fucks that are on Twitter and other media platforms that are bashing some of these reporters out because they're racist, which none of them are, and they're just being insensitive, calling. But who cares? Seriously, you're gonna get mad because someone posted this bullshit. Said right here, before struggling to catch on with Washington and Pittsburgh. Where is the lie? Where is the fucking lie? There is no lie. This is man just stating facts. Probably something he shouldn't have said as far as saying in the moment, because that is some bullshit to say, right? Like, why you got to talk about his football stuff? The man died. But still, is it racist? Should the man be suspended? The people are calling for him to be fired? For what? For what? Making some truthful fucking comments? Like, that's what I don't understand. Why America has become such bitch made. It is fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Everything is to be canceled because it offends someone. You want to know what happens when someone offends me? You want to know what I do? I say, fuck you and have a nice day. And I keep it moving. That's literally what I do. Keep it moving. Why? Because if I'm offended, I'm just going to keep it all moving. Right? If you want to believe some stupid shit, that's on y'all. Y'all the ones looking out to be idiots. Right? And that's what I don't get. Everyone wants to be the spokesperson for someone else's feelings, and it doesn't make fucking sense to me. This ain't the 90s. That's why y'all need to stop with the Super Bowl talk every year. It's getting old. Who cares if it's the 90s or not? Like who gives a fuck? Like I was saying, the whole point of being a fan is to sit there and hype your team up and say you're going to the Super Bowl every year. Say this is our year every year. You may sound dumb and retarded, but at the same time, as a fan, that's what you're hoping for. So why isn't the Dallas Cowboys allowed to say? Why is everyone else allowed to say but the Cowboy fans? Is it because we haven't done anything since 95? If that's the case, then that's just pure jealousy. Pure jealousy because my team had the first time in NFL history where we won 3 Super Bowls out of 4 years. This is a new era. Okay, and you've done what in what era? What have you done? And don't tell me we won a Super Bowl. Great. We've won 1 Super Bowl as well, plus 4 more, and been to 3 more than that, right? So we have 8 Super Bowl appearances, while you have fucking 3, and you've won 1 in almost 60 fucking years. You haven't done shit. Winning 1 Super Bowl doesn't mean you've actually done something in an era. The Giants in the 10s won 2 Super Bowls. Well, no, not the 10s. It was 09 and was it 07 or it was 07? Was it 09 or was it 2000? I forget. But the Giants have won 2, so they've done something this millennia. The Eagles, no. You've won 1. You've won 1 fucking Super Bowl, and you want to act like you're tough shit. You ain't nothing, dog. Your team is garbage. Your team is trash. You have a quarterback that can't fucking throw the football. You only did anything because you ran the ball with him. Your team is god-awful. You're not helping this man at all. You're not even drafting 2 quarterbacks in this year's draft isn't going to help him because he needs veterans. And then you're ignoring that aging offensive line. Why do Cowboy fans have to listen to the past? Why do Cowboy fans have to live in the past? And I'm a Cowboy fan. I don't know what Cowboy fan lives in the past. I mean, I don't even really bring that stuff up. I'm just talking about it now because of what Aldridge is saying here. But still, Yep, Duke. Hurts season. Hurts is okay. Okay, hold on. I need another one, guys. I need another one. Your daddy is here. Okay. Why can't we come together as Cowboy fans and boycott the Jones family? It doesn't mean stop being a fan. Look, guys, that's never going to happen. Excuse me, that ain't never going to happen. And look, Delhi Reds, I guess is how you say your name. You got to trust. And I put a video out. And see, this is why I make fun of Cowboy fans, right? You're going to sit there, not you, but people are going to sit there and say, we believe in Will McClay. Will McClay's our guy. Please, Jerry, give Will McClay the keys of the kingdom. Just name him GM already. Step down, whatever, right? But then when it comes to free agency, and since the GMs are the GMs, right, you're going to bash these guys. Why? Because you want to overpay for these big names. You want to overpay for the name and what they did in the past. You want to overpay for guys coming in at the tail end of their prime. I get it, it's their prime, but it ain't the middle. It's not the good chunk of their prime. It's not that start of the prime of what you see. No. It's them falling off. It's them, their prime to where they're good enough to make a few plays here and there, but they fall off, right? That's what Cowboy fans want. But at the same time, they're sitting there saying, we believe in Will McClay. Well, if you believe in Will McClay, then let Will McClay do his job in the draft. Look. You need to understand something. And it took me a minute, and I put a video out yesterday. I get it. Basketball, football, two different sports, right? Two different sports. But look at the Spurs and what they did for 20 years. They built through the draft, right? Got one or two key guys, right? And then drafted really good to keep this going and brought in inexpensive role players. But it also helps when the fucking future Hall of Famer Tim Duncan could have left and made millions of dollars elsewhere. Took a pay cut. So that way he can stay with the Spurs and better the team. Better the team. But what is, and I get it, it's a shorter lifespan in the NFL than it is the NBA, but still, if we believe in Will McClay, let him do his thing. Let him build through the draft. Let the Cowboys develop look at what they've done so far. Trayvon Diggs, drafted, built through him. He's our guy, right? Cowboy fans want to sit there and tell you, the Cowboys are only going to sign their guys to big name contract, big deal contract. Okay, Trayvon's our guy. Should be happy, right? Michael Parsons, he's our guy, right? Should be happy when we sign him, right? Odigizua, our guy, right? So you see what I'm saying? CeeDee Lamb, our guy, right? Michael Gallup, our guy, right? Now, I wasn't a fan of the Michael Gallup signing because he's hurt. There's a difference there, right? I never said nothing about his play. All I was saying was about Gallup was he is hurt too much for me to re-sign him and give him the money. I would have much rather let him walk, kept Amari Cooper, signed Cedric Wilson back, and let that play out. Maybe I would have been good on getting a wide receiver in the first round, right? Definitely in the second. But where was I going with this? But I am not okay with trying to get a receiver right now. I don't think we need it. I really don't. I think we're fine with what we got. And what's the point of drafting a wide receiver if we can't get the ball to him? Your own fan base even knows what. Ain't nobody living in the past. It's called an accomplishment. Duh, 5 times. Yep, it is an accomplishment. What up, Coach Dante? What's up, man? That's why Jerry and family runs the franchise like a mom and pop shop. They know most Cowboy fans are delusional. I don't know where you got mom and pop shop from, but I know it probably ain't for me because this is the first time I've ever seen you in this stream. But I did call the Cowboys a mom and pop shop a few weeks, actually last month, a few times, put it on Twitter, and then I know Mark Holmes took that shit from me because I never once ever heard him talk about mom and pop shop. And then next thing I know, it's in his title and it's in his video. Like it is. It made me laugh. It made me laugh. But when you put out that many videos a day, yeah, you're going to need material from somewhere. But, it is what it is, man. Whatever. I'm going to do me. I'm going to get my, 5 to 12, viewers watching every Saturday on my streams. I don't care. I'm out here to have fun and run my mouth and talk my shit. And to be honest with you, for me to do this week in and week out for about an hour a day, there's something there. I have to have. There's got to be talent there for me to be able to just run my mouth for a whole hour every Saturday, right? Even when I take a Saturday off, like the following, that's just double the material. But still, a week-to-week basis of just running my mouth every Saturday for an hour. I don't know anyone. I mean, I know there's people out there that can do this, right? Just off the cusp, right? And that's what I do. Yes, I got my Twitter stuff. Yes, I got, the way some of the fans are. I got it, right? I look and I make fun. But for me to do this for a whole fucking hour, it's just, it's something else for me. I was a Cowboy fan before the ego narcissistic Jerry Jones bought the team. Okay, so you've been a fan for a while, but Jerry wasn't an ego narcissist until 2 Super Bowls in, and Jimmy built the powerhouse of what they were. And there's a clip that I wish I watched Jimmy going to the U and talking to the team, and I was talking about how they had a bunch of swagger back then, right? The inventors of swagger. They had that swagger, they had that fun to them, and they had that, I'm going to own you, I'm going to bitch slap you, I'm going to do it. I'm going to tell you I'm going to do it, and I'm still going to do it. They had that flow to them that, that's what the U had. And guess what? They were the least penalized team because they were disciplined. The Cowboys aren't disciplined. They're really not. That's the horrible part about this team. But I think things are going to be different this upcoming year. It's going to be very different. But that's why he fired Jimmy. He was ego and wanted all the. I understand. That I do agree with. He did want the credit. He said he could put any coach up there and they would win them a Super Bowl. It is done Jerry's way, right? Right? That's that's what we're in, the rut we're in right now, because it's got to be done Jerry's way. If it's not done Jerry's way, it's not done the right way. I mean, it's done the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like, Jerry does things horribly. But anyway. I'm completely off topic of what I was talking about earlier. I don't even remember what I was talking about. But all I know is, guys, I got a few more minutes on here. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. So if Aldridge is still in here, I'm gonna tell you this: we're gonna be just fine. Or the Cowboys are gonna be just fine. We're gonna win this division yet again. Back to back, the first back to back division winners since 03 and 04, last done by the Eagles. But we're gonna win this division this year, right? And we're gonna do it. What I've seen from the schedule, look, if we believe in Will McClay as much as everyone says they do, Will McClay and Mike McCarthy are going to come out of this draft victorious. They're going to come out of this draft victorious. We're going to have another great draft. We're going to have one or two studs, star players, and then the rest of the draft is going to be role players. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Just watch. Just watch. The first pick, you're going to sit there and say, this, what the fuck? This is not what I wanted. Because the majority of the Cowboy fans are looking at wide receiver. That's what they're looking at. I don't understand why, but they are. I'm over here looking at to better my team. Better my team by getting my guys I'll be right back. Oh, that's not what I wanted to. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why that came about, but I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. My bad, guys. I'm back. The dogs needed to go out. I don't know why I clicked that by mistake. Let me see something here. Anyway, guys. Guys, I've had a fun time on here. I got a couple more minutes left. Look, if the Cowboys go out, get themselves a guard, get themselves a tackle, something on offensive line that we can work with to protect Dak, right? Because these Dak enthusiasts are sitting there telling us that it's laughable, right? They're gonna sit there and say that Dak is this all great quarterback. We lose Amari and everyone's pissed. Why would you be pissed if Dak is such a great quarterback? That makes no sense to me. None whatsoever. But it is what it is. To go out there in the draft, you got to get yourself a guard or a tackle or even an interior defensive lineman. I think we are one interior defensive lineman away, a big old run stuffer. If we can get a run stuffer at pick 24, this defense is going to be unreal. It's going to be unreal. Look, you're going to go out there. If you're not able to get that guard in that first round, you better get that interior defensive lineman. Because after that, you better go get yourself an edge rusher. Someone that's a rotational piece. Someone that's good, right? He's not a pure starter, a changing force in the defense, but someone that'll give you, great snaps, very efficient with their snaps, right? You got Dante Fowler, and then you put in a rotational piece over there with your second pick. And I think if you do that, you'll be just fine. Cowboys looking weak. I don't know how the Cowboys looking weak. I mean, seems like rather you're positive or negative about the Cowboys, you get criticism. It's crazy. Oh yeah, no, I get it. I mean, and it's either one of it's both sides of the pendulum talking shit to each other. And see, I'm in a happy medium right now. Like I'm I'm on the negative mediums, like negative middle side, right? That's where I'm at. I'm not this positive, like, oh, we're gonna be just fine. We're great. I'm optimistic. No. I'm that we look like trash. We're not doing what we need to do, but at the same time, we're gonna be fine. That makes sense. Like, and what I mean by that is we brought in guys that are key role players, right? There are role players. Let's look at it. There are like in basketball, you got your role. These are our role players, right? Your superstars are the guys you drafted: Trayvon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons, Odigizua. Tank. He's out there, right? Zeke. Martin. Those are your studs. Now you need to get your role players. And see, and I really think that your role players need to come on either the outside as far as your wide receivers or any position, as long as you got a stud at one of those positions, anywhere on the defense side of the ball. So if you got a stud safety, you need another stud. You need a role player safety. You have a stud corner. You need to get your role playing corner, which is what they got right now. Boss Man Fat looks real good right now. Being a role player, doing what he needs to do. You have your stud linebacker in Micah Parsons. You got your role player in LVE. You got your other role player in Jabir Cox. But now let's get that rotational piece in there. See what I'm saying? You got your good guys on the defensive line. You can move Tank into the interior. Good run stuffer, which is what I would do. Go out your side and get you some 2 edge rushers, some role players to keep this rotation going. But see what I'm saying? You get your studs at a position and then you fill them in with role players because that's all you really need. You need nothing else. You don't need these big names coming in, right? You don't need these big names coming in, acquiring big money when that can be spent elsewhere. It cracks me up. Like I said, people want to make fun of this front office, but give credit to this front office. Now, I have said in the past, the front office was making bad moves after bad moves after bad moves. It was one bad move after another. And I've said that because I have. But as of recent, past couple of years, they haven't. Look what they just did this past, not this season, but the year before that. They brought in some good guys, right? On some prove-it deals, right? Now, guys that they brought in on prove-it deals in the past that got big old paydays from before were because they proved it in the past. You're looking to revamp their career. They come to the Cowboys, they have a great year, they go get paid somewhere else. You look at Jerron Kearse, I'm glad the Cowboys did what they did. You want to know why? Because outside of the Cowboys, no one was offering him shit. So he came back on the same contract they did the year before, but just doubled it. Double the length in contract, double the money in the contract, meaning now actually didn't double shit. He's getting $10 million over 2 years, which is $5 million a year. This is the real prove-it deal for Jerron Kearse. And I've said this before, if this man balls out these next 2 seasons like he did the previous season, you want to pay him? I have no problem. Want to know why? Because he did what he needed to do. He balled out. He met expectations and went above those expectations. This is why I don't like paying guys on on contract years. I need to see more than just 1 year. Look at Tank. Franchise tag, that's a prove-it deal, right? That's a 1-year deal. 14 and a half sacks, or 10 sacks, or 10 and a half. His rookie contract was up. What did they do? 14 sacks. They want to pay him on having a contract year. They didn't. They paid him on the following contract year. Now, I would have loved to have him on a 3-year deal, watch him ball out, and then give him the money. But it is what it is. I'm having a great time. But, guys, look, before I head out here, let's recap all this. The Cowboys are going to be just fine. We're going to win this division. We're going to get back into the playoffs. And let's not forget, the NFC is wide open. Like, the NFC just looks so bad this year that it would be crazy that if we got in the playoffs and we went to an NFC championship game. That'd be the crazy part. We just need to make it to the dance. And I think 1 or 2 wins here or there, 2 back-to-back wins in the dance, right? Imagine we win the division. You win 1 game and you're in the NFC championship game. That's all it takes. And I don't put it past the Cowboys this year, especially since I do trust in Will McClay. I do trust in Mike McCarthy because they both can draft, and they've been drafting good talent. I cannot wait to see. Cannot wait to see what's going to happen in this 3rd year under Mike McCarthy. I really can't. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. The Cowboys are going to do what the Cowboys do. They're going to win, and they're going to get us there. Not saying they're going to get us to a Super Bowl. I'm not saying they're going to get us past, whatever round we're in, right? But what I am saying is that you trust in Will McClay. You develop these guys, and you let these guys work. Because there's no way we can survive on just bringing in these big names. I mean, look at other teams. Do they win? I mean, aside from the Rams, who put like a super team among itself together in the NFL and went out. I mean, they put superstars at every position. I mean, let's face it. Outside of this upcoming year, or this year, I don't even know. I don't even know when their next first-round draft pick is. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. They mortgage their future when it's time to pay the piper. Because let's face it, they're going to just win the 1 Super Bowl. They're not doing anything next year. They're not doing it the year after that. And guys are only going to get older. And when they ain't got shit to draft, they're going to be in a world of hurt. And they all paid for it because they wanted to win the Super Bowl this past year. But guys, I want to give a big shout out to the BGN Network, the BGN Sports Media channel. The links, everything, they're in the description. Please like, follow, comment, subscribe. Do what you got to do. Get this out to people. Cowboy fan talk told me Cowboys are underdogs, and he is buying a German Shepherd dog mask. I don't know what that has anything to do with anything, but Cowboy fans talk is hold on. Is that Rome, the guy that you had on your channel? Because he's blocked me from everything for other reasons. But JC, you want to come on my channel, I can go on yours. It'd be fun to talk Cowboys and Eagles because I know I can dissect your team and talk shit about your team. And normally every time I do, it's 100% truth about how your team – but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I don't know what a German Shepherd dog mask has to do anything with the Cowboys being – oh, I get it, because that's what y'all did when y'all were the underdogs. But, whatever, man. He wants to be like the Eagles. Let him be like the – but anyways, guys, I had fun. Give me 1 second. 1 second here. I had fun, guys. It's always a blast with y'all. I'm gonna give one more chug for y'all here in a second. Guys, I had a blast. And I know I keep saying that, but until next time, I'm out.